we spent 2 years together at Oregon State. And, I think, with kind of the way this profession works, there's always, different tugs and pulls and opportunities to go different places. But, for the past 4 years, I haven't seen myself working with anyone else. Just because he's awesome to work for, he's awesome to play for. He's truly a player's coach and values the relationships of those people in his program.
Going back to the players, a lot of people when the coaching change happened were wondering, who's going to stay, who's leaving. What was your message to guys like Jonah and others who maybe consider leaving?
Yeah, it was just to give us a chance. There's only so much that words can do. I think life's really about actions, and people being able to see the genuineness of a person. And I think, you know, it's easy for our group as a staff because those are the type of people that Coach Brennan wants to be around, and those are the type of people that he hires. And I think, this team is really starting to see who we are genuinely, and not just as like a recruiting pitch or something like that. Like, it is real. The relationships are real. There's major value in the relationships. So I think, those guys that were on the fence about it have started to see the value and the fruitfulness of those relationships.
You said you have a vision in your mind of what offensive line play is. You hear that a lot in Madison.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, though, if you could put it in words?
Just really like overwhelming physicality, and not so much from the standpoint of just moving bodies, but physically and mentally imposing your will on your opponent, to the point where you walk out every Saturday and you know that they're going to get your best shot, and there's a sense of confidence that you are more than ready for the task at hand. And that comes through preparation. Preparation is going to be the key for all of that. Our mentality is going to be to out hit and outwork everyone, and that starts in here in this indoor and on the practice field. And I think the guys here are really ready to embrace that.
It goes beyond point of attack, though, too. It goes through grinding through those third and fourth quarters, grinding through these winter workouts that you guys have done and completed for your first year here, and then now spring ball practices and summer conditioning and everything like that. How do you continue that message year round and not just, hey, this is all we're doing for fourth quarter on Saturday?
That's exactly it, right? It's a year-long mentality. It's not just the regular season. It's not just winter conditioning or summer conditioning. It's the way you attack everything. You have to attack everything you do daily, right? And it almost becomes a competition with yourself, right? I talk to the young guys a lot about that. Is until it's time for you to compete, right, on a grand stage, you have to compete with yourself every day. When you lay your head on your pillow at night, you have to ask yourself, was I better today than I was yesterday? And how can I be better tomorrow than I was today? And I think if you have that mentality, it allows for that out hit, outwork mentality to be a full year round mentality and not just a regular season mentality.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
Is there anyone that stood out to you so far in the offensive line?
Really, the group as a whole. It's kind of one of those deals where, everyone's trying to impress right now, myself included, right? Probably me so more than them. But no, I think the group in general has stood out as a group that has a willingness to work, a want to work, a want to improve, and a hunger for learning. I don't think there's been a day since I've been here that I haven't had multiple people in my office just wanting to, get a leg up on things. And I think when you have a group that has that mentality, really kind of the sky's the limit. So I'm super impressed with the whole group. Super happy to be a part of their group, because like I tell them all the time, right, it's their room. I'm just the guy that gets to stand in front of them and tell them what to do.
And with that comes leadership too. I know Jonah was one of the leaders last year. Is there anyone else that really has come up and taken that role?
Yeah, Jonah and Baker have been amazing. for the leadership of that room, especially from my perspective, right, as the new guy walking in. Um, you know, getting the seal of approval from those two has been, massive for, um, me just ingratiating myself into the room. So it's been awesome, and it's been great to have those two in particular kind of leading that charge.
And you've been here that long, but like, what have you learned so far about the program itself, and so, what are you hoping to add to it?
Yeah, I've learned that it's a prideful program. They're extremely hungry to continue. What's kind of happened over recent history. And I'm just looking and hoping to infuse a little bit of kind of myself into the program, right? As far as kind of my values, the things that I've been a part of, um, and just hope to continue to add to the rich history of Arizona football.
And what's it called? What's a component of your coaching style that you think players should know about you, and what I guess what makes what on the offensive line do you think that players should know coming into, like, that are newcomers should know about your style of coaching?
Yeah. Know that I am extremely passionate about what I do, right? Like I play the position. I think offensive line play it's one of the most misunderstood but most fun parts of the game. There are only so many people that really know what's going on, right? For most people, it's kind of binary. It's like ones and zeros, right? Either looks good or it looks bad. They don't know all the ins and outs of it. I really don't have any desire to do anything else but coach offensive line. um, I think it's one that is super challenging, but super rewarding at the same time because of just the camaraderie you get with the group. The amount of things that we do outside of football, like what was it, 2 weeks ago, I think. I had the guys over for a barbecue and to watch UFC 299. Like that to me is kind of what I think, the prime example of what our room is and will be. Is we're going to get after it out here on the practice field and during games, but we're also going to make sure that we have time to really enjoy each other, and build that brotherhood and bond.
Do you have a favorite fighter, UFC?
Well, I don't know if I should say it now because he's kind of got slept the last two times he went out. But Volk's kind of my guy, but so I'm hoping I hope he gets back on the winning train. But no, I just the fights are awesome, and it's just a fun way to kind of bring everybody together and to kind of see, like, everyone like hoot and holler and kind of let their guard down and just enjoy watching the fights.
And what's been like your time so far in Tucson? Is there anything that you've done so far, like extracurricularly that fun?
It's been a little hard to kind of get out and do things just from the transition standpoint of finding a place to live, like trying not to get lost coming into the office every day. Finding my way down from the mountain and all that type of stuff. But no, it's been awesome. I'm loving Tucson. I'm really excited to have a little bit of downtime and explore the city and do all that stuff. I know you know everyone here seems like super nice. I'm from the Midwest, so we kind of have a saying like Midwest nice. It's one of the first places I've been that it's Midwest nice, not in the Midwest. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much for your
All
time.
right.